So what's inside the battery pack? I know a lot of people have this question, and I'm not sure how far I can get, but I'm going to take this apart. We're going to see what's underneath the shell and kind of get a better understanding of what's under inside this armament. So, or just casing, housing, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a battery pro. I'm a pro. I don't know what classifies as a pro, but electronics. I've done a lot of electronics. I've done more housing electrical work. But if you want to see really how batteries made, more information, check out E-Bike Guy. Real cool dude. He's building his own bike right now. But anyway, I want to just see what's in here. We want to get a better look because supposedly it's Samsung sales. I don't think that we'll see the sales today. I do not have the battery wrap, so you can see this has battery wrap on it, and it has all this protected stuff. I assume that this is the same. It has some kind of protective layer, battery wrap, but see how this one is labeled? I'm hoping there's a label on this battery somewhere. But I think it's going to be more like this. And to get to those cells, I'm going to have to cut this casing off. And I do not have any battery wrap with me. So we're going to see what's in here and see if it's possible today. It might not be. But I just want to get a better idea of what's under here. And I know some other guys have had questions. I've been sent a lot of personal messages about, opening it up. So I'm just going to get it to that point. We'll see where it goes. But let's start taking it apart. Quick tip for sound. If your latch here is bouncing or slapping while you ride, you just take an Allen key and tighten this up. Now it barely moves. So there you go. Tighten it up to where it doesn't click and it should be good. All right, so the top is undone. I'm gonna open it up. And so, okay, I can't really move it because of these connectors. So this first connector is going to the charge port. So unplug that one. There we go. Oh, now we can see. Okay, so this wire here is going to your charge, and then this is your switch. So this is all empty space. I guess this is just a profile to look cool and house the wiring. But there's empty space here. If I talked about that battery meter. If I was to put it, it would go right here, and you can see I have plenty of space for it. Then you have your again on-off switch. So that's right here on the right, and then here is your charge port, and then right here is that locking mechanism, which sends that bolt out to keep it from sliding out while you're riding. So I'm gonna set this aside, and we'll kind of look at the battery. So here's a better close-up view. Again, this is that on-off switch. Charge is your connector for your charger, and I mean this one looks 16, like a 16 gauge wire. Some of this is like 24, and then I see some. This is 12. This is 10. So I mean, I'm guessing this is how all of them are done. But again, very new to batteries. You got a XT90 connectors. Unplug that. Just kind of show it. I'm not going to be disconnecting and taking any of that apart. Just wanted to show that connector. Now I'm going to unscrew the bottom housing. So I'm going to unscrew the bottom down here, and this should just slide straight off. But I can tell you from looking at it right here that we're not going to be able to see any cells. So you can see this is a silicone shut, and this is the battery wrap right here, this blue stuff. Same stuff as on like the smaller batteries I was showing you here, except what they did was it has some kind of plastic acrylic paneling, which seems to be all the way around. So it's like it's wrapped, and then there's a panel here and here, and then it's silicone. So let's go ahead and take this off and see, more of the inside. Okay. All right, so it looks like we have a little bit of extra space in here. You can see they've put some foam blocks to kind of keep it from moving around. Again, on this side doesn't have one, but I'm guessing that's keep it from rattling in this case. You can see there's nothing in here. That's some little silicone right there. It might have been some extra. I don't think it was really holding on to anything. But there's your aluminum case. So that's what's over the battery. All right, and here's a full 360 of the battery pack without the casing on it. Now, I think the bottom, yeah, so the bottom is silicone on. So it looks like that's kind of the end. I really don't want to separate this. I don't know the type of silicone. I mean, I could silicone it back on there, but I think we're at a point where we have to kind of stop. I can't see the cells, so this is where we're at a stopping point. Now, if I had the wrap, I could probably take it apart and then rewrap it, re-silicone it. I do want to say though that what I did here pretty much voids the warranty from what I understand. There's no specific verbiage. I mean, right here it says professional without professional guidance. I'd say I'm more of a professional than most, but I'm not. I don't have that name title, so you know I don't know about that. But yeah, so I just wanted to give a good 360 of this battery pack, what it looked like on the inside, see how far we could go, and that's about it. So if anybody else has, you know, the tools to be able to cut this open, or they get their battery worked on, please show us what kind of cells are in here. Everybody's curious. I'm at a point where I don't feel comfortable going any further. I'm going to reassemble everything. And yeah, so hopefully somebody send me a picture, send me some information. If your battery dies, send me a video and I'll put it in next battery video. But I just wanted to kind of show the parts and components, everything that's underneath here. It's been a big mystery, and I know a lot of guys were looking for that. So this is it. We'll end it here. Thanks for watching this video. I do want to throw out some prayers and keep everybody in your thoughts from California that have to deal with the fires. All the big guys that I watch, John Hicks, Saronster, Zappy, Koala, Tonka, like all those guys live in that area. You know, we're praying for you, and you know, let us know that y'all all right. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Turn your device off and head out for a ride.